Greetings, citizens! Last time in the Just Create SMP, we built a new tower using the Builder's Jetpack. Today we'll be building our very first train, as well as going on a few side quests. Let's do it! Hold on just a minute there, citizen. Before we get started with anything today, we have to take care of something first. And I can't believe I didn't think of this. Last time when we made this tower, I thought I was super cool because I figured out how to turn it 45 degrees and have it at an angle instead of, facing head on like it typically does. And many of you left comments rightly saying, why not just have it slowly rotate? What's the point of the 45-degree angle? It can just be constantly rotating. How cool would that be? So I'm thinking we turn... Whoa, that's always so disorienting. Turn this back. Probably a good idea not to keep this in here. Didn't break anything, did I? Yeah, that looks fine. Okay. And then I've just got a windmill sail and windmill bearings. I'm thinking we could probably use that. I don't know that it could be inside here. That might work, it might not. Is it worth trying? Let's just see. Can't hurt to just see if this works. So windmill bearing on top, just a random block on top of that. Put a couple of these on because I don't know how fast. I think turning this slowly is a good idea. And then will this work? Not enough sail-like blocks. How about now? Whoa! Oh, no. I broke it. How did I break it? It was exactly the same as before. Maybe it just has to be on top. We'll just move that over one, put this here. Same thing on top. Is that going to work? No. I don't know, like, what changed here? And I should have stopped this earlier. Alright, give me a minute, citizens. Clearly we've got to make some changes. I thought this would be easy. Oh, I almost had it. Now I'm going to have to wait for it to go all the way back around. I don't know how it got unglued. Like, we had this working, didn't we? There's another spot. So we're off to a great start this episode. I'm not sure what to do here because there are parts that I am 100% certain that I glue. And then I fix some other part and I don't unglue anything. And then the next time I test, something new is unglued. Almost like I'm using too much and it's deselecting or deleting some of the areas of glue without me doing anything. If that makes any sense. I'm rambling, but you probably get what I'm talking about. I cannot get it to all stay together. Let me know what I'm doing wrong, citizen. We'll get this thing rotating properly, but for now I'm going to leave it because something, I am baffled. I did this like 5 times. Oh, by the way, I had a look at all the comments about what we should call this thing. And there were a lot of good ones. I thought there were some really good ideas in here about naming the tower. And at the end of the day, I chose this one, the Helios Lookout. Helios being the god of the sun. And before you say anything, citizens, I know that's the Greek name. But the Roman name is Sol, and I don't know, Sol Lookout just doesn't have the same ring. And I get that a lot, pointing out when, the difference between Greek and Roman things, but just so you know, the Romans did use a lot of Greek terms too. In fact, a lot of people in Rome spoke Greek as sort of a universal language. Latin as well, obviously, but also a lot of people spoke Greek, so I know I'm going to get the comments, I'm just mentioning it now. Helios is the Greek name, but we're going for it. Speaking of comments, I also got plenty about what to name our stockkeeper cow down here. Lots of clever ones there too, especially back at the base, the carrot shop, we have Biggest Piggus. So of course I got a couple comments about naming the cow, what was it, Incontinentia bovilis or things like that, so very clever, I do appreciate those. However, I decided to go with this one. We're naming the cow Darius, and that's after Darius, or otherwise known Darius the Great. So you've raised your stature, cow. Well, I don't have to call you cow anymore, you're Darius. Oh no, poor eggs. You see that down there? Actually, Stam is online. I never did talk to him after we finished that tunnel and, also kind of destroyed Chosen's mall unintentionally. I don't want to talk about it. Let's go see if he approves of the work. Whoa. Things have changed since I last was over here. Holy moly. Well, hello, sir. Oh, Stamuel?
Hello? Are you in my walls?
Hello.
Hi.
Taking a look around.
Just floating in.
Yeah.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Things look a little bit different than the last time I was here.
Oh, they do? How did it look last time? I don't
think any of this was here. It's been a while since I've been over this way.
Oh, so there was just a hole in the ground?
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, right, yep. Yeah, it's a little different. It's my storage.
Okay. It looks like you can
very
hold a lot.
Extremely temporary workshop, because I realized after I'd moved all my items here that my workshop was still at spawn. So I built a new one.
That'll work.
Oh, yeah. Just look in the barrel now, and I'm requesting it now.
Oh, wow. And that's coming from over there?
One of those vaults right at the other opposite side, one of the top vaults on the opposite side. Like right next to our frog port, pretty much.
Jeez. Well, how...
Do you wanna see the secrets behind this magic?
Yeah, because I don't even see how it got over here.
Yeah. Okay. So come this way. Into the back walls. Or okay, onto the outside. To be fair, the exterior needs some work. So this is where it came from. It came from these portable storage interfaces. So if you just stand here and look on this belt, then I will go and request something.
Oh.
See it pass?
Yeah.
So basically, what these girders are, I can turn them off for a second. That places them down. These girders stretch to the back sides of all of my vaults. So if you fly up here...
So that's a contraption.
So the way that they work is... Or the way the contraptions work, the portable storage interfaces will just put it in the storage, and then it will just take it out instantly. So it's pretty much an instant. You can make it even faster with toggling the funnels on and off, theoretically.
Right.
So... yeah, it's pretty fast.
That is really clever. I like that.
It's fun. But what brings you over here?
Oh, well, I'm actually just starting an episode, and one of the things I was thinking was I never came by to see if the tunnel, raising the tunnel height was satisfactory to you, and also unintentional. Did Chosen tell you what happened to the mall?
No. What did you?
Well, I can either tell you or show you. What do you prefer? If it's still there.
Well, I think I'd like to see this.
Okay. There we go. So
right here. Oh yeah, that's definitely taller.
Yeah, 3 blocks taller just to be safe. And
oh, nice.
One of the things that happened when I was working on this was when I got to right about here, because all I did, I just glued the area above and then used a sticky piston and pushed it up. And when I got about here, no matter what I did, no matter how I glued it, it just would not go up. I would push, I would change the way I was gluing it, at the distance, all that sort of thing, and I could not push this area up. And I didn't realize until later, if you come over to this side, when I started, I was doing the testing and I pushed this part up and I didn't notice anything weird because before I started, Chosen mentioned, you might want to look above, make sure it's not affecting anything above it. And I did that and I looked and I thought, this looks fine. I don't think it's doing anything. What I should have done is gone a bit further back and then checked again, because if you fly up and look at the landscape above here, you'll notice pretty distinctly.
Yeah, there's a little bit of a line here, Legion.
Yeah, you can kind of tell what was happening by that. And if you continue seeing where this line goes, you'll notice it intersects directly with Chosen's mall.
Yep.
So after I did the work, and I hadn't seen this yet, I actually told Chosen, hey, I just got some stuff from your mall and it's not getting delivered. I think something's up with the mall. He went to look and he's like, yeah, half of it got pushed up by your work on the tunnel and now nothing works. So, but he was very understanding and quite the gentleman, and he was able to get it fixed. But I felt very, very stupid doing that.
That's funny.
Yeah. So it's all working now, and the tunnel's back.
It's like I even checked and everything, but I didn't go far enough.
Yeah. I checked like 10 blocks or something and just didn't notice. And then I spent an hour or two, and if I had just looked up once, I would have seen that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's good. Yeah. I mean, I'm glad the mall works. I spent all my diamonds here, so.
Yeah, me too. So maybe it's worthwhile for sure.
Speaking of diamonds, you don't need trees, do you?
I will eventually.
Okay, good. Good.
Yeah, because I haven't started the beautification process at my permanent base really yet, but when I do, I'll be using some of your trees for sure.
Good.
Good. I also actually, that's probably what I'm going to be working on today. Not the beautification, but trying to figure out how trains work, because I don't really know how.
Oh, yeah, connecting up to the train tracks?
To connect up to yours, yeah, exactly. So
You're
hopefully
it's fun. It's fun. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. I'm
well, is there's not a, because I mean obviously I want to avoid any other occurrences like this. So say I did connect it up to your train tracks. Is there a way that could go terribly wrong that I should avoid?
No, not really. I'd like add some signals. Just give me a shout and I can take a peek at it once it's connected up. It should be fine though.
Okay. Yeah, I will probably have you look at it before I even try to put a train on it at all, just to see if it's looking good.
Just to make sure that the signals are good so that when they intersect, you don't have trains coming from both directions.
Yes.
But yeah, that should be fine.
Okay.
You got this. You should just be able to find a point that you can hook them up to. You might have to redirect my track a little bit to make it fit yours, but yeah, just go ahead. It should be fine.
Okay. Yeah, so I'll probably design a train first, and then I'll start figuring all that stuff. But right now,
Sounds
I'm just
good.
going to practice by putting a train going in circles around my base, and we'll see if that
Yes.
works. Cool. Well, I'm glad the tunnel should work then, and
Yeah,
I'm glad.
this was fun to look at. I'm glad. Thank you.
Yep. All right. Well, cool. We'll see you later then, Stan.
Toodles.
All right, bye. Yeah, I think I was kind of hiding at the permanent base for a couple episodes because I was so embarrassed about doing that, but I'm glad we got it all taken care of. Anywho, I mentioned a Stam. Today is all about trains, and we made some of this stuff. So for instance, I have train track, train casing, what were I don't even remember what the other things were. Train controls, train station. I have a feeling we'll need more things, but we may as well bring what we have over to the permanent base. Also, we should have a look over here. No sales, huh, biggest piggus? Well, keep up the good work, I guess. We'll only dock your salary by half until you make some sales, because I am generous. Now, what we mentioned to Stam was that it might be a good idea to practice using a train by just essentially getting a track running all the way around the permanent base. For one, just to practice the ins and outs of trains, but also, I have a feeling we'll need an area to turn around a train anyway, and why not just use the full circle of the base to do that? And thinking of it, yeah, because this is what we were talking about with Stam right here. This is probably where we could branch off his train line, bring it across this river, bring it around here, and then I could just go around our permanent base and then bring it back the other way. I don't know if we'll get to that portion today, but I at least want to do the practice. I want to get something set up around here. Maybe we do some kind of train station, if that makes sense. And obviously we need to design a train. And yes, I have something in mind for that. So why don't we start with the track? Last time, I tried to use any little bit of train. Ah, my guards. Keep up the good work. Yes, all of you too, keep up the good work. Don't arm your weapons when you see me. That doesn't make me very comfortable. Yeah, the shooting at me doesn't help either. Anyway, this is what we were doing right here, this pathway. We used a train to get this, first of all, cleared out a little bit, but then also the path laid down. And that was using mechanical rollers. One of the things I had trouble with was the angles and the height of the train line as we were running it. Some of you mentioned one or two ways to make that run a bit smoother, essentially, so that's what I'm going to try as we lay this around the circular area around the base. So, where to begin? And I mean, in fact, we've got this wide open area right here, and it's near the water. I don't know if we would eventually want ships sending stuff out or how that would work, but we could start it right here and then have a train station connected. That way it comes around here. It's either going to have to hug this side of the hill or it's going to have to go out into the water. We're going to have to do some deforestation here to allow it to come around this way. Easy enough to come around the back because there's not much here. And then same thing on this side, not much here. We'll have to take down some of these trees, kind of hug the coastline, come back around into this spot right here. Now, one of the things I'm not entirely sure about is, do I need to clear that stuff first, or can I just lay down the train line and then just put stuff on the front of a train and that will clear it for us? Essentially just kind of bulldozing the area as it goes. Because I'm kind of thinking that would be a little bit easier. Either way, let's say that the train line's going to start right around here and it'll be level with the pathway. And does track take up 1 block or kind of takes 3 blocks? I want a bit of space between here, so, well, do I want more space than that? Do I want to build a platform over there? I might. Probably good to have a bit of space anyway. Say over here. Plenty of space. Now, I was talking about the ways to make this a bit smoother, and it might even say it here. Place rows of track in bulk. Click an existing track. Place second track. That's what we were doing. Turns or slopes. Try to make each turn equally sized. Holding the sprint key while connecting will create the longest fitting bend instead. That's what it was. A couple of you mentioned that to me. Materials in the offhand will be paved under the tracks automatically. Ooh, I did not know that. Well, I mean, so we could do that now. We could put things in our offhand and have it paved underneath, but technically I could just do that with the rollers anyway. We might just do that. We might just get the rollers out and kind of do exactly what we did here, just around this pathway. Yeah. Okay, so let's get this laid out, and so if I hold, well, no, I forgot. We have to right click this, place track second point, hold left control for maximized turn. Okay, so you can see up there, if you look at the green lines, it's doing like a really steep drop off. But if we hold control, it makes it a lot smoother. I think I was looking for that last time and just didn't recognize that it was an option. So let's try to always hold control when we're doing that to give us a nice smooth bend on the track. And let's try to bring it all the way around the whole thing. Off we go. Yeah, so here's an example where it's going to actually go through the ground, which means we will have to probably put drills or mechanical rollers, something that can, as we do this, just kind of tear through this hill and create a new area for the train to go through. It is kind of nice that you can place it, though, pretty much wherever, and then it'll just go and just break through everything, as long as you create the right kind of train on it. We continue. I am 100% going to run out of train tracks, so we'll have to go back and make more eventually, but we're getting there. We've got to start here. It goes all the way around there. Now we just need to make it come back through the forest, and I haven't decided if we're going to go in the water. We probably will, because there's just not a lot of room here, so we'll go into the water, around here, connect back up. And then it should be easy enough if we need to up here, just separate it into 2 separate lines of track rather than a circle. But for now, this is what we want, and I don't think I even want to do this next one because I don't want to run out if I find a good spot. So we need to head back, and we need to make a lot more train track. Who remembers how to do that? Because I don't. Iron nuggets and... Oh, that's right, yeah. It was pretty easy. We made a contraption back at spawn to do that. I would like some iron, Darius. Or no, let's just get the stone slabs from you. The iron is in here. Did I never make a way to extract the iron from here? I don't think I did. I haven't needed iron. In fact, I probably have a ton back at spawn. But we're here, we may as well do this. Get this added over here. Do one of these. Of course it's going the wrong way. Why wouldn't it? There we go. That should give us plenty of iron. Oh yeah. How much do we even have? Yeah, like 9,000 total. Should be plenty. In fact, I can't see us needing more than a stack for now. At least we've got it when we need it. Yeah, I did have a bunch of iron back here. Oh well. Get some more stone, and while we're here, we'll actually make more stone. Get that cooked up, and then if I'm not mistaken, we should still have this set up. Yeah, there's still some up there. We will give each one of those a bit more. Then the stone slabs go in here, and if I'm not mistaken, there you go. That's our train track, so let's just get a ton. That should be enough for a bit, at least one hopes. Now, where did we leave off? Right around here, I think. Yeah, so we need to bring it down that way, and then I think I will bring it across the water. This is going to be a big drop if I can get it to connect. Ooh, there we go. It's almost like a roller coaster. Oh, no way. You can use free cam? If you select the first part and then go into free cam, it looks like you can do it that way. Wow, that's a lot easier. Oh, I can't place it though. Never mind. Ah, well. Ooh, that's not good. I just realized it's not going through the trees. Oh, I thought it would just naturally go through this stuff. It's not doing that? Oh, no. Okay, I'm probably gonna have to go back through and fix some stuff then. Like, is this just not... See, that one is. Why is it going through there? But then it doesn't connect here? I have to reconnect those. That's very strange. I don't know. Okay, it'll get a bit weird here because I'm having to go over the water and build these little temporary things. Hello? What kind of fish is that? It looks weird. Not sure. And we probably want to turn it this way, like that, and then see if we can get it to come all the way over here. Looks like it'll work. It's going to be coming right by this house. That's going to be a close thing, but it should be all right. Or I can move it over. Either way, I think we are nearly there. Oh, Mr. Eggs. How are you?
Hello. Coming to check out the neighborhood.
Yeah, I'm starting to get a train line set up around the base just to do some testing. I don't know if I'm not going to hook it up yet to back near spawn, but I at least want to get a train built.
You like a good floating train track.
Yep, I'm eventually probably going to put something under that, but for now, it's just going to be floating in the air. What'd you think of everything else so far? What I've been trying to set up?
I like the first of all, what's the bowl or the ball in the sky?
I don't know. I think I just named it from comments, and I think we ended up going with the Helios Lookout. So I was just trying to build something to cover a creeper farm because I didn't like how it looked, and then it got out of hand, and I just kind of was going with what came to me, and I ended up looking kind of like a Pokeball a little bit.
Does it rotate? Because I see the...
Yeah, well, that's the problem. I started by... I just put a valve on the inside with a mechanical bearing, and I just turned it at 45 degrees because I thought that looked nice, but then I got a lot of comments saying, why not just have it constantly rotate, which is a really good idea. So I started trying that, but every time I do it, something becomes unglued. Like the way it's glued changes every time I try to rotate it, and I can't get it all to stick together.
You know why, probably?
No.
Is your bearing set to only place when bearing is destroyed?
Probably not. Because actually, now that you say that, I remember something about that with the valve that I didn't change with this one. That could be it.
So try that. And also, if you want it to be like just the ball and not have the windmill on top of it, you can put that windmill inside of it.
Yeah, I tried that first, but then I worried that's why it was breaking, so I moved it up top. I wasn't sure if that would work or not. Okay, I probably will do that then. I'll give it another shot.
Yeah, let's see what happens.
Let's see. Yeah, it's missing a little bit over here and some on the inside.
That looks like I've got everything except for like 2 blocks over that side.
Yeah, those, and I think like those are the ones that I always just re-glue. Like every time I'll re-glue it and then they just. But honestly, you're not going to be able to tell from a distance. I might just let it run for a bit and see how it looks. Well, I think I'm going to finish that train track and then
I'm gonna let you finish that train track.
Yeah, then
you still have to struggle with trains.
I do, yeah.
But I'll let you get to it. If you need help, feel free to ask.
Cool, will do. I'm sure I'm gonna work myself into a corner at some point. Well, thank you.
Have fun, and
will do.
I'll see you soon.
Sounds good. Yeah, so good point there. That could be what the issue was up there, so I might go back and do a little bit more testing with that in a bit. For now, let's just get this connected up, and can connect. There we go. That should hopefully be one train track all the way around. I kind of want, looking at this now, I kind of want to fix this. Why wouldn't it just go straight across to here? Was there rhyme or reason when I did that? Well, I guess there's a bit of a hill there. Yeah, because then I couldn't really go straight across unless I was going to build a bridge. So, or get rid of that, which I don't feel like doing right now. So I think we're going to leave it as is. Which means I don't think we're going to build the train yet. The train we're building this episode. But I do think we should build a train that has some utility that could help us out. Similar to what we did before with this pathway. I'm thinking something that has rollers on the bottom to place just, you know, whatever, stone or something. And then above that, just a bunch of mining drills or saws or something. That way, as it goes through, anytime it hits a tree, it'll just chop through that. In areas like this, it'll take out some of the dirt to make sure it's got room to go through. There's another spot I need to fix right there. Seems like trees are the issue. It can go through ground, but not trees. But then, look at this. It's going right through that one. So what's the deal? I don't get it. And I assume it's going right through all of that. Well, maybe not. I don't know. I'm going to go through. I'm going to fix up any areas where it looks like it's not completely joined. Then we'll get something built that can just sort of bulldoze through the whole area and lay down a simple track for us. Or, you know, something beneath the track. All right, we have our marching orders. Okay, who remembers how to do this? Target track, put that there. Bound to target track. Create new train. See, I remember one or two things. Put that there. No. This is the part that confused me last time. How do I do this? Use train casing on highlighted tracks to create bogies. And there was no highlighted tracks. That's what I ran into last time. That was the issue, which I don't remember how I solved. Did I have to put it forward a bit and then back here? Was that it? That might have been it. Is that a highlighted track? No. Select track, PlayStation nearby. Done that. Switch to assembly mode. Then yeah, it should turn blue. Why are you not turning blue? There, then it does that, but create new train. There we go. Okay, that's what I wanted. And remember, this is not the permanent train. This is very, very temporary. This is our bulldozer train, which means we want those there. We want rollers underneath. Can I put you? Nope. There we go, like that. That should push through and pave beneath it. Or actually, is that too low? What did we do last time? Yeah, I think it's too low. They need to be higher. Boop, boop, boop. So actually, you go here. Maybe to be safe, we put drills behind it. I don't know if that'll matter. I just need maximum destruction. So something like that. Drills on the back, rollers on the bottom. That, well, I probably want to, I don't know. We should probably just do a test run anyway. And this stuff, I believe, all needs to be glued together. Get a chest in there just so we can collect some of the bits and bobs. And we'll put a seat down here. Train controls. No, not like that. Like that. No? Maybe it just has to be assembled in order to do it. Can it be assembled? Yeah. The bulldozer. Temporary anyway. Oh yeah, maybe it does work. And I didn't put anything in the mechanical rollers yet. I just want to clear it out first. And then we'll see about maybe laying down a pathway. But first of all, does this work? And am I about to destroy everything? Wait, am I sitting down? Yeah, there we go. Ah, there it is. Now I'm the conductor. Da 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 da. Will I destroy stuff? Oh yeah, I'm going straight through that. Boom. Do not stand in my way. Ooh yeah, that's satisfying. Ow, 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 ow. Okay, so I can't get stuck in there. Good to know. And this is probably why I should have put some saws on instead. because it's not actually going to take down the trees. I'll have to come back through, ow, and do that more manually. And every time I go through, I'm going to get suffocated like that. That's fun. Oh no! Ah! I fell off and I'm stuck. There we go. Okay, yeah, this clearly wasn't thought through very well. Kind of the hallmark on the server, though. Everybody really seems to know what they're doing, except for me. However, this is at least working. Just, got some bugs to work out. Okay, can we continue? This is the part I was worried about. Yeah, let's break through all of that. Good, good. That actually worked nicely. Awesome. This thing goes really fast. Breakthrough. Look at that. It just tears through it. Beautiful, beautiful. Same thing here. Tear on through. That is not going to work the way I like, but we'll come back and clean it up. This part might be a problem. Uh-oh. Ow. 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 No, we're good. We're good. I knew we'd be fine. Ow. 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 Hooray! I think we made it all the way back. Hold space to approach track, is that what it said? Oh, we did it. Perfect. I wasn't worried for an instant. See, you were worried, citizen. I wasn't worried. Now we get to go back around and do cleanup. Not my favorite part, but a necessary one. Yep, give me a few minutes here, citizen. Gave quite a few of these trees haircuts, but I don't know. Beneath here, still think they should probably go. I think that might do the trick. Gotta wait for some of the leaves to go away, but I think for the most part we're clear, somewhat cleaned up. And if we really zoom out above the clouds, look at that. Track that goes all the way around the base. Defying physics and floating in some areas, but that's nothing new. Now that that's finished, I think we can safely disassemble this train, which, yeah, easy as that, okay. And we didn't put a path beneath this yet, but I think we might add rollers to our official train. And if that's the case, we could just use that to lay down the track. And we'll need to get together some materials. I really don't know how I'm going to build this. There's going to be a lot of trial and error here, but that's never bugged us before. As far as colors go, I'm going to want to use gold, but also a red block. We need to find something that'll work well for that. And I think either red wool or concrete would work fine. Maybe we get a bit of both. I think somebody's selling that stuff back at spawn. To the shopping district. Oh, by the way, before we were looking for this speakeasy, and I know many of you pointed out that I was looking straight at this, I thought it was a trapdoor. I was trying to open it. That's why I couldn't figure it out. But apparently all you have to do is stand on top of it, and I would have fallen through. Well, that's terrifying. I hate that. Awesome. Oh, this is handy dandy. I am probably going to need some red dye, actually. Little allay. Don't know how much, but for now, let's just get one of these. Give that to Squeaks. There you go, Squeaks. And I don't know where the pickup is. Oh, there it goes. All right, red dye. Good on that. Let's avoid the clown. Oh, man, I hate that. Let's get out of here. And then we've got Chosen Powder Co. That can give me some of the red concrete powder we're looking for. Let's also get yellow. I don't know if I'm going to like that or actual gold blocks better, so let's get one of each. There you go, Jeb. Okay, we've got that. I actually think What? Oh my goodness. What monstrosity. Mini golf coming soon. This doesn't look like mini golfs. It looks like some sort of titans of legend to battle the gods. I am awestruck and horrified all at once. I have a feeling we'll figure out what that is shortly, I hope. Also, I noticed a train going by. I'm trying to observe this. Hopefully this stays here for a second because we need to figure out what I'm actually building, how I'm building it. This one's pretty, industrial looking. Probably not what we're going to be doing, but getting a good look will be helpful. Like, this sort of thing, how do I put them together? If there's multiple, yeah, like that one too. Something to think about. Oh, off it goes. There we go. Okay. Valves at the back too, that's kind of neat. Anyway, I was going to say, let's head back to the base. I think I've got some wool left over there. I don't think I ever took away the tiny little sheep wool farm that I had. Yeah, here it is. You've been busy. Grab a couple of those. All right, that should be what we need. Plus many more things, I'm sure. Ow. But it'll get us a start. I also think this will be a perfect opportunity to use lots of copycat panels, or not even panels, just copycat stuff. Just to make it more interesting looking. I just don't know what I would be using. I will want some more rounded edges, so maybe vertical slope. That might be the kind of thing that will give me that. Okay, we've got lots of stuffs. Let's bring it over and get to work. Let's quickly create a work area, and this will probably change, but I don't want to be falling off of this every 2 seconds when I'm trying to build. So let's set this down once again. Can I have it out here? Does it have to be? No, it doesn't have to be right next to it. Cannot build trains on curved tracks? This isn't a curved track. Give me a break. About over here and then put it there. What? This just worked like 2 seconds ago. Is it because No, I didn't change anything. It's not curved. What did I do? There we go. I don't know why it wouldn't do it up there. I guess maybe because it gently curves downward. All right, I guess we'll build back here. Okay, so we do this. And then I'm guessing because the rest of that is blue, we can put additional bogies down over there, which we will want to do. Haven't really mentioned yet, but you're not going to be shocked by what we're building here. I'm thinking horse-drawn chariot. And if that's the case, this would be the horse or horses up here. And not too far behind would be... See, this is what I'm talking about. Try that again. Back here. I don't know exactly how far, but not too far. Probably right about there. Actually, further back. Try that. And there's kind of two ideas here. I could probably put like a seat on either side and then just capture a horse and put it on the seat. But I think that would look awkward. They're probably just going to be spinning around, facing the wrong direction. They'd be pretty small compared to everything else. The other option is to actually build a horse, and that's equally risky because it might look a little bit strange. If I use panels and wool... Actually, the legs were the part that worried me. Maybe we do like a mechanical horse. So it wouldn't have legs. It would have wheels instead. Okay, it looks a bit silly now, but bear with me here. I'm trying to think of a way that I can get one of these large cogwheels like in between here to use as a mane, which was an idea that Eggs gave me. But in order to do that, I might have to make this wider. Yeah, over here is Eggs' chest set. Oh, and he was able to do that. How did you manage that? Okay, I might see what he did here. Yeah, let's head back and try that. So if we put a panel there, then can I put this... No, it won't let me place there. What about that? And then get rid of these, and then cover that. I think this will work, I just need to get the placement right. It's a little bit too forward and down. Needs to be up here-ish. We'll get there, citizen. I wish there was a triangular panel. I think that's what I need. Right now I'm getting more, like, weird-looking dragon vibes than an actual horse. Oh no, what have I created? I think I'm gonna have to come back to this. I need to think on it. I want to work on the chariot for a minute. I like that I can use copycat blocks with concrete powder and then it doesn't fall. That's kind of nice. I was thinking these vertical slopes could be used to kind of angle it in like that. And then the copycat half panels with gold to give it a bit of a design on the front. And then I'm wondering if we can use these things here. Why can't I place there? This is one of those instances where I had a pretty good idea in my head of what this would look like. And it's simply not coming around the way I imagined it, which is always a bit of a disappointment. Got these copycat shafts, and once again, it's just I can't get things close enough to other things to make it look the way I imagined it would look. Like, I wish you could just mash these together. I know, I understand that this space is occupied by the copycat panel, and therefore I can't get the shaft closer, but I wish I could do that. I am at least willing to try assembling this, just to see if I can get that to work. Every time I look over at it, it just, I don't know, it looks a little bit goofy to me. It's a first attempt. Hey, it's a first attempt. Don't make fun of me. You watch yourself, citizen. I can only imagine there will be changes to this, but for now I do want to see if I can at least get it to assemble. I was worried this wouldn't work, because it wouldn't be connected, but it looks like it works fine. Wait a minute, does this all have to be connected to one, or do they each have to be glued independently of one another? Does that make sense? I guess we'll find out in a second. Okay, that's a thing, at least. I think I might have missed those. Get those on. Okay, I want to see what happens if I try to assemble this. Assemble train? No way. I think it worked. It'll be unnamed train for now. Are you a train, or are you just still a very wacky, weird-looking thingy? There's only one way to find out. And I put ladders on the back so we can get up here. Whoa, that's weird. I can sit on this. I can click that. Controlling unnamed train. Is the whole thing gonna move forward now if I go, or did I miss any bits? I got it all? Really? Well, okay then. Hi-ho, silver! Away! I can see already that I missed some of the leaves. I just got clotheslined by leaves once or twice. We'll have to go back and get those, but look at this. Oh, man. Yeah. That is a weird looking thing. This is very strange. Oh, boy. Yeah. I mean, technically, mission accomplished. Ow. Because it is a train. It works. It's, kind of a chariot. Oh, I need help, citizen. Somebody fix this for me. Well, speaking of fixing things, I need to go get rid of those extra trees. I gotta think about this. This does amuse me to no end, so I might keep it as is, but we'll definitely need to up our train game in the future. Oh, that thing. Oh, by the way, while I'm clearing some more of these out, I have been attempting to keep up with doing both these Just Create episodes, but also continue with my usual 100 Days videos. If you are newer to the channel and joined from Just Create, I'm very curious about your feedback. Have you watched any of the 100 Days videos, and what do you think? Because my thought process there is, if you joined from Just Create, you're probably used to the shorter episodes, create specific stuff, and the 100 Days ones are going to be, obviously, a bit different. So if you can leave me a comment, let me know what you think about those, I'd appreciate it. And if you haven't yet, why not go check out some of the 100 Days videos? Let me know what you think. One thing I did forget, I brought these clear blocks for placement. I brought a few things, actually. Wanted to see if water wheels, obviously not that way, would work okay as wheels for this, but that is much too big. Well, maybe not. Nah, I think it is too big. Try crushing wheels. That doesn't touch the ground, so that's a bit strange. Actually, between the three, crushing wheel, small water wheel, large water wheel, I still like the large water wheel the most. It's a little bit obnoxious how huge it is, but overall, I think we're gonna go with that. Well, that helps a little. I was wondering if this would make it look a little bit more like it's connected. It doesn't really, but it adds a little bit of something extra, so we're gonna put a few here. Replace that. There we go. Now that at least looks attached. Good, good. Now that I bulked out the chariot a bit, it looks like it's so big that the horse wouldn't even be able to handle it. I mean, well, who knows? Maybe the wheels are really good. The horse can barely feel a thing. It's like carrying feathers. All right, that's a bit better. It's a bit more Roman punk, I think we decided we were going to call it. And by the way, you know what my question's going to be. What are we naming the train? Because right now I'm just doing unnamed train. That's what I'm leaving it. Until you tell me what we're calling it. All right, next up, we currently just have spruce planks here. I think this deserves a better place to rest. I mean, this is probably the best train platform you've ever seen in your entire life. But I think we could do a little bit better. So I went and got some stuff, and we're going to just see if we can build something that looks a little bit nicer here. I'm thinking we'll get a diorite border around maybe up to here. That will connect up to the edge. We'll get some more mud bricks in as well, since we're already using some here. Mix these together, nice little blended look, and then we'll have it supported by spruce logs. For now, I'm just going to get some deep slate slabs under here, because in case we want to cross, I don't want to fall through. And there won't be as much over on this side, because I don't think we'll really need it. We should just be over there. But once we have this in place, we should probably cover it up. There we go. Now we got a little platform, but yeah, we should add a covering to that. All the extra stuff, I don't want it to go to waste, so I think I'm just going to find little areas just to, you know, pop something like that down. Just realized that's going to be intersecting with a lot of this, so maybe we don't want to raise it up over here. And support beams need to be at least that far away so that it doesn't get hit. Getting in some diorite pillars to connect some of this. More accents with tuff and stairs. And maybe some mud brick borders around here. Then we'll follow that with some deep slate. I'm wondering if I have any of those waxed copper bulbs left over, because I'd like to put a couple up at the top here. Whoops. Yeah, because it's still pretty open. And I'll want some embellishments over here as well. But yeah, for now, let's see if we got any more lights that we could put up top. Hello, Darius. I thought we had some left over. Oh, there you are. Let's see. How do we want to do this? Thinking alternating. So if we go that, then we go, let's see, same thing on this side. Then we go out by 1, 2, 3. And then we go to this side so we could stagger it, because I didn't think about that. I don't have a middle point here, so we'll just stagger them back and forth. Whoops. Jetpack hover. And then in the middle, yeah, that works out perfectly. Let me do that. Good. Boop. Fill in the rest. Everybody happy. Then I was thinking up here, what we could do is use some pipes on either side. Follow that with shafts. Attach them up with brackets. Obviously not that way. That way. There we go. And then do I have enough chains? Oh, that's actually 2. I thought it was 1 block in between. Well, maybe we just do the front side here. So I was thinking we could connect these together with chains. I just really like that sort of thing where it goes from the pipe to shaft attached to the chain. What would you call that? Like it always descends in block size. So from bigger to smaller to smaller to smaller. I just like those sorts of things. Oh, that one is 1. Okay. Yeah, that's not looking too bad. And we also have the front face over here that I think looks a little bit too plain. So we might do something similar that we did there. have a pipe attached like this. Well, let's see. Ooh, or even that. I did that accidentally, but that's kind of nice. I mean, on purpose. Totally on purpose. I know what I'm doing. There's no reason for panic. Boop. Then we get a couple shafts, couple 1, 2 tree. These brackets know exactly what I want, but they keep doing the wrong way. I'm like, oh, you wanted it to be attached. That makes no sense. And then one last pipe in between. Brackets. There we go. Makes it look more interesting. The pipes don't look very attached, though. So I need something on the ends. I've got just the thing. These ones. And why not add a bit more gold? That never hurt anybody. Except that one guy from Game of Thrones. It hurt him a lot. There we are. There you go. Nice little train platform. Didn't really think about it when I was first setting things up around here, but it's kind of nice that we have the platform, or not the platform, but this pathway right here, starting here, and then having a place to connect up to the train, because it's almost like I planned it. Which, once again, yes, I know what I'm doing, kinda. But yeah, now that it gets off here, say we were on the train, we exit here, we've got the pathway leading up, which I never use, by the way. I have this. But I mean, I've got an elytra and I've got the jetpack. Why would I be using my little tootsies running my way up here when I could just fly? But anyway, I mean, it does lead up nicely and kind of just connects everything together, which is a boon. Let's fly up on the jetpack and take a look here. Starting up there, coming all the way down. That's looking good. And now if we turn around to the pathway, we've got this nice little quaint train platform with our Roman punk-ish chariot that I'm still unsure about. But there is something I like about it. It's so different from the way I was imagining it in my head. That might be what's throwing me off. But that happens to me a lot. What are you gonna do? Also, I just turned that back on. I checked all the glue, and yet you'll notice 1 or 2 pieces there didn't get taken. But honestly, if you're just looking for back here, you can't really notice. And I want it to just be spinning up there, so I think that's very nice. I was just emptying everything off at storage, and I thought we should do that before I forget. So now, if you go back, yeah, nice touch. I think I guess the one thing we could do is move the windmill inside, because that's a little bit strange. But yeah, that's such a better idea, having it rotate slowly instead of just turned at an angle. Very good. The permanent base isn't looking bad. It's all coming together. Anyway, though, now that we have this and we have a breaking point, well, first of all, look at the map. I don't think that I'm going to be connecting this up today, because we'd have to get this track from here all the way over to this. So that will be a project for another day. But what I am thinking is I wanted to maybe do a little side quest before we wrap up the episode. And I hear your question. Side quest, you say? Yes, citizen, side quest. One of the things I noticed, if we call the elevator real quick and head down to about iron level, when I've been working on things around the base, and in particular when I come down here to mine, I happen to notice this right here on the map. And to me, that looks like a trial chamber. So it appears that Fortuna decided we should have one of these pretty much right beneath our base. I wouldn't mind at all having the ability to get a mace eventually, which requires the bad omen effect if you are going to give that a try. I don't remember if we have any of those, the bottles of bad omen, or what are they called? Ominous bottle, that's it. And I think you can get those in trial chambers, but part of me just wants to go hunting, because if we could find a pillager tower, we could spend some time there. Okay, we have one, but I imagine it's going to take quite a few more than that. So that's what I'm thinking for a side quest, Darius. Let's head to a pillager outpost and see if we can get some more of those. That way, if we do go back down in a future episode and try to find a mace, we're going to be all ready to go. And that means we should probably get our bow and our shield. Now we're ready. Because yeah, we get these guys visiting us quite a bit. Ow! How'd you hit? Oh, unbelievable. I'm through the... How are you hitting me? See, this is what we're going to have to put up with. Now, I thought I did run into... Oh yeah, it's right here. Right near our base. There's one right here. I knew I saw one nearby. So that makes things incredibly easy. Oh, speaking of 100 days videos, I kind of wish I had what I had in my last video, which was building a Roman fort. And we were able to get villagers outfitted in legionary garb, essentially, and get them to follow us around as a little gang. And we can make them do the work for us, but every once in a while, the commander needs to take charge, right? Oh, look at you right there. I see somebody. You are exactly what we're looking for. Hello, friend. Goodbye. Ominous bottle. And that's bad. I went 5. Nice. Whoa, there's 2 more. I will take that. Thank you. There's a lot of you. Okay. Maybe I jumped in a little bit too soon. Thank you. Thank you. Ow. Ow. Thin the herd. Thin the herd. Oop, I just hit that golem. Okay. We need to get out of here. Okay. That was a little dangerous. I kind of forgot I'm not wearing a chest plate. We can't let that stand, though. We're going back. Why are there so many of them? Come on. There we go. Okay. Mars Exulte. Here we go. Oh, nobody raided this. I'll take those. Thank you. Goodbye. Goodbye. Ah, thank you. Kind of forgot I had a shield too. We should have been using that. Yeah, this is a much higher spawn rate than I'm used to with these guys. Goodness gracious. Or by Jove, in other words. Look at all these arrows. Wow, okay. That's 2 bad omen, 3 bad omen, 5. That was a lot easier than I thought it was going to be, because there's so many of them. Jeez. Hey, friends. Goodbye. Goodbye. Okay, I think we've got enough. In fact, that took like no time. We might even be able to try a quick run through that trial chamber. I'm definitely going to be putting the chest plate on, though. Da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da. We will bring the Bad Omen 5, because I think it lasts longer. Is that... Or, yeah, because I don't think it necessarily gives you, like, a better chance of finding what you need for a mace. Yeah, either way. What's the worst that could happen? Let's get the Vulcan plate on. And it looks like we want to head this way, so let's see if we can break in there real quick. Yeah, I can see it approaching on the map. Ooh, I almost jumped down there. I always forget when I take off my Elytra. Looks like we can break into it right here. Oh, I see tough brick. Hello. Alright, let's keep one of these on us. And Trials Edition. Get our advancement. Don't see any spawners yet. Ooh, there's one right... No, that's a vault. Never mind. Okay, so we've got a vault here. A chest down there. Are we going to remember that we came in this way? Just remember we're in the cactus room. Ooh, honeycomb. Why not? Nothing down here, apparently. Okay. It looks like the fun begins in here. So if I'm not mistaken, we just drink this, get Bad Omen, and let the fun begin. Alright, who wants some? Poison. Take them out quickly, quickly. I said quickly. Goodbye. Alright, what do you got for me? Ow. Don't need more silverfish heads. Potion of strength. That is not what I needed. Ooh, a head. Cool, bogged head. Nice. There was another one up here. Did that one go off too? Hello? There we go. This one is more just annoying than anything else. Slime anyone? Well, we won't need slime balls for a while. I didn't see. What came out of there? Did I get anything? I don't know that that one gave me anything. What a ripoff. I would like more spawners, please. Whoop, I just heard one. Oh, there it is. Hello. I'm just gonna stay up here for a minute. You guys just hang down here. Of course it's a fair fight. Can hardly see anything. All these particle effects. Alright, that's taking too long. We go for it. Yeah, it's the particle effects I don't like. Cannot see what I'm doing. Some interesting looking armor you got there, buddy. Another potion of strength. That's not what I want, and you know it. Where are the last guys for this? Do they count down there? Ooh, key. Was that the last one? You gotta be kidding me. Why do they keep thinking I want potions of strength? I did get a trial key, but isn't it the other one that we need? Ominous key? Yeah, to open that kind of thing. Not liking our chances. Oh, here's a vault. Trial key? There you go. Under lock and key. Honey bottles. Wind charges. That's kind of cool. Not what I wanted. Hello? Uh-oh. Oh, it's these guys. Hey, buddy. I think I do need some of the breeze rods. Yep. Good. Oh, boy. It's getting busy in here. I think they're fighting each other. Ow. Get out of here. Nope, 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 nope. Come on, come on. Stand and fight, coward. There we go. What do we got? Oh, just what I wanted. Baked potatoes. And a golden carrot, what I literally have a farm for. So helpful. Well, I'm having some terrible luck, and I think that was the end of it. I think I just explored the whole thing. We'll go back through and double check. But I'm kind of thinking it's not our day. Have we been in here yet? Ooh, this is one of the big ones. Okay, let's just set them all off. And then we'll stay at the doorway. It's like a choke point. Hey, none of that, you. Super annoying. Not that dangerous, just super annoying. Ooh, a head. I got it. Breeze head. Neato. Come here, you. It's working pretty well. Just stay by the door, and then when I get a chance, I run out. Take one out. Oh, stuck in cobwebs, are we? How unfortunate. Are you wearing diamond armor? Jeez. Ow, ow, ow. What is that? Goodbye. That is steak. We don't need steak. More steak. Wow, fantastic. Wonderful, thank you. You guys are so annoying. Knock it off. More steak. Are they literally all gonna give me steak? This is madness. Yeah, I think they're pretty much... I just got steak out of, like, everything. Well, I don't know why we have such terrible luck, but we do. We got steaks and, strength potions. That was pretty... I forgot it on my elytra again. So yeah, not helpful at all. Ow. Alright, we're calling it. Let's see if we can figure out how to get out of here. I already forget. Is it up here? Yes, this was it. Well, I guess we could look at it another way. If we ever need lots and lots of copper, we know where we can find it. Waxed block of copper. There we go. Alright, let's head home. At least we got breeze rods and breeze head, bogged heads, kind of cool stuff. It's not the reason we went there. Fortunately, we didn't take any damage while we were there, and it looks like nobody hit us with any of their arrows. I'm just that good. By the way, Darius, do you want to live up to your name? More importantly, can you, since you're a shopkeeper? No, I don't think you can. Don't worry, we'll find one of your brethren nearby, because I don't want this trial omen effect anymore. Aha! Hello, madam. May I have some milk? Thank you. Well, now that we've taken care of that, side quest kind of completed successfully. Kinda, sorta. I will remind you that we need a name for the chariot train. And thoughts and ideas too, because like I said, this is the first train. I am, like, so not practiced at this. I need tips, I need tricks, I need to know how to get good at trains. So leave me those comments, let me know what I'm supposed to do here just to, if not make this one look better, then make a new one that also looks pretty good. We also need ways to use the train, so I didn't even think of it, but we'll need to add things like storage in there somewhere. Maybe have it collect things from here and bring it back to spawn. I'm not entirely sure yet, but once again, let me know what you think. Lots of things we'll need to do in future episodes. So for now, I'll leave you with an as always, thank you for watching, and we will see you in the next one, citizens.